Hello and welcome back to Zedaph, Survival Commander, and I am over here with what we built last episode. This is my sugar farm. If you missed it, it's pretty cool, okay? Ready? Whoa! Oh, that's so cool. Okay, right, so now we just run around and collect all our sugarcane. Eventually, we will have a guy that picks this up for us. But so far, I'm quite happy with this. But we are getting more and more items in the game now, right? The whole point of Survival Commander is to try and create an awesome experience where it's kind of obviously vanilla gameplay, but using the commands, we can have we can put our feet up once in a while. We don't have to do as much manual labor, which means we're going to get a lot more items than you normally would, which means we need some kind of amazing storage ability. So there's two options I'm thinking for that. The first is going to be digital storage, okay? I want to try and digitize items. Let's just do it again. Digitize items so that we can store, sugarcane is just a digital number, like how you have a debit card or a credit card and you can just access your money. We will be able to access our sugarcane stocks in a similar kind of fashion. That's going to take a little bit more time to work out for me, but in the meantime, I have come up with an idea that I want to try out, which is what we're going to do in today's episode. So let me just head over to the main base here. Pretty much, the idea is going to revolve around a single double chest, okay? And we want to try and make that... I mean, look, at the minute, we've got, 6 double chests here. And then over in this part of the base, we've got, obviously, the chest there for our quartz and stuff. But over here, we've got a little area for our command blocks. Okay, we've got 9. We're going to need those today, that's for sure. This is our command crafter area in here and stuff like that. So we're going to need a lot of storage. We've already got quite a bit. We're going to need a lot more as time goes on. My current chests, if we take a look in them, it's pretty much just a free-for-all. This one's a little bit neater with the more expensive items. But yeah, ultimately, it's just a mishmash mess. Mishmash mess. Try and say that 10 times quicker. Over here, we've got lots of stone and things like that. But anyway, I want to try, like I say, to make a single... Have I got any double chests? I have... This here, I don't know where I'm going to build it, just plonk it down here for now. I want all of my items accessible from this one double chest. And I think I know how I'm going to do it. Let me go and get some bits together and I will explain to you my idea. I've decided to go down a few blocks here, just because I want to try and, like I've said before, create this thing on all different kinds of layers and levels, not just all flat like this. I mean, this is up higher, this is level with it. The command crafting area is a bit higher up, so I just thought I'd make this quite low. I wanted it quite central, though, to the middle, as, like I say, this is going to be our storage chest, the one chest for all storage that we have in the world. That is until we digitize it, hopefully later down the line. And even still then, we might only digitize, like, bulk items, like cobblestone, things you get a lot of, rather than just things, like everyday stuff. So this is going to be the chest, the one and only, but we're not actually going to have any command block stuff going on here at all. We are going to store all of our actual items in chests over in the spawn chunks. I think this might be near the spawn chunks, but over in that direction is definitely where the spawn chunks are. And what I want to use is the clone command, but the clone command has a special property. We used it when we moved the mob spawner over a few episodes ago. It actually has the capability of doing a move clone, which means it will, for instance, I could clone this torch here, but if I added replace move on the end, it would replace what was ever here, but it's just air, and it would actually move it, so it would get rid of it there. It wouldn't copy it, it would cut it, so to speak. So we're going to be using that. And to decide what we want, so for instance, we can still have, a chest here, redstone chest. We can have a wool chest. We can have a food chest. Whatever we want, we can have a chest for. Over in the spawn chunks, nice and hidden away, nice and safe and secure. And we can call the specific chest we want we can summon it to our feet right here. And how I want to do that is by the use of this little baby here. This is our key. This is a godsend. We want to be able to... instead of having, a button here that says click here for a redstone chest, and you click it and the chest becomes here, whatever, we don't want that either. We want a purely mobile thing. So if we're stood in the area and we hold this book, for instance, we want the redstone chest, we just type redstone press done, and boom, we're holding a book now that says redstone in it. This chest will become redstone, and it will just bring our redstone chest over. Then we change it to, oh no, now I need some food. We changed it to food. Boom! The redstone chest will go back over to the spawn, and the food chest will come back here and appear in front of us so we can access it. Let's just say we go blah, 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 like that. No chest will happen. We don't have a blah, 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 blah chest. It doesn't exist. That would be ridiculous to store our blah, 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 blahs. So nothing would happen. There would be no chest here at all. And obviously, if we were empty, we could not have a chest here. Or we could have something else that appears if it's an empty chest. If it's an empty book, I mean, then like signs or something appear that say, check your book for something or other. I don't know. But yeah, I think it's a really cool idea. So I've got to go over to the spawn chunks now, plant a few chests down, and mark their locations and things. And that's actually where we're going to have the command blocks as well. So we might be able to use some relative stuff. Let me get the coordinates of here. Where am I looking? 135, 38, 45, and 135, 38, 455. Sorry, 456. That one, and that one was 455. Okay, got the coordinates of this chest. So yeah, all right, be right back. I found a few more command blocks actually in another chest. I'm going to be sorting my chests out now, seeming like this is forcing me to tidy up by doing this, because I need a chest for each one. No more the days where we just have, unless we have like a miscellaneous chest as well. Obviously, for a little while, you know, there's no point having a bookshelf chest because that would be silly. I only have 2 bookshelves to my name. So I will try to categorize them, but we might just end up having like a miscellaneous chest that has every kind of bit and bob that we didn't fit in any other chest. But we can expand this system as well and add to it as we go. So yeah, I think it's a pretty cool idea. Like I say, I need to make some more. Have I got any wood? Oh no, I think I left it all in the chests over there. I need to go and get some chests made. We're going to go and dig. This is definitely in the spawn chunks, this thing, because this is how it has to work. We're going to dig down a bit under here somewhere, and we're going to make our little chest room. Oh, rainbow colours. Do. So I've got my things together, and I've come over here to the spawn chunks, and I've made a nice little hole just underground here. And this is where I want to start adding in our chest, kind of like the bank, like a vault kind of thing, a secret vault for our bits and pieces. So we're going to want to start off with a command block. There's a zombie somewhere. A command block that's actually looking for us holding this book with a certain thing in. So, I need to jump on. I'm forgetting my own rules. We need to test for. We're going to test for at P. Let's just for now do with a range of 5. So if we're within 5 blocks of this command block, it will go. And this is going to be the command here. I've just pasted it in. In fact, I'll show it up on the screen now instead. So it's basically checking the item we're holding. That's the selected item part. It's checking that it's the ID writable book, and it's checking that the pages say this specific thing. So question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. So that's what it's currently set to. Let's just set this up to be always active and repeat. So that's just constantly trying to work that out. If we get a comparator out of here as well. Okay, right. It's not on at the minute, but if we write in this book, question mark, question mark, question mark, and we press done, we're never going to sign the book. We're just going to press done. Boom, it works. And if we're not holding it anymore, it goes off. Bush, bush, bush. But if we have anything different than that, it's not going to work. If we have a D at the end of it, if we have only 2 question marks, it's not going to work. As soon as we have that magic number of 3, boom, it works. Okay, cool. So that's how we're going to set the bays up. We're going to have 1 for each type of chest. So this first one, let's have as a redstone chest. I guess it doesn't really matter what order. So let's just change this to redstone. Obviously, it's going to go off. We need to just edit the text here at the end. So we're going to type in redstone. Boom, it works. Okay, it comes on. Lovely. So we're going to want to do a few things here. To start with, we're going to want to actually put our chest down. Okay, so let's put a chest up here. That's going to be our redstone chest. So we can just put some, I don't know, some redstone torches in. That's perfect. That's great. Let's move you out the way. We want to basically clone when it detects that we're holding the book with redstone in, we want to clone this chest to the location over at our in our thingy room, which I've got the coordinates for. In fact, I think I need to make sure it's the right way round. The chests might have been the other way round, so I might want to flip this round and build out that way instead. Let me get my bearings quickly, and we'll I need to double check first. After a quick 90-degree rotation, this is the direction. So the chest's actually facing this way into the wall. That is the direction we face with our chest. So it just makes it easier to clone the same direction kind of thing. So our layers are going to kind of go like this. We're going to have a slice here, miss a gap, a slice here, miss a gap, a slice here, all the way down. We can keep digging that way and keep making it longer and longer. So I have changed this command ever so slightly by putting this at the beginning. Instead of just a range of 5 or whatever we just set a minute ago, this is the coordinates of that chest with a range of 8. Okay, so this should only trigger on when we're within 8 blocks of that chest and we're holding the book. At the minute it's got redstone as the word in question, which I think we still have. Yeah, we still have redstone written. So what I want to do is add just a yeppers like that into that. So let's just go over to that area and test whether that works quickly, because we want to make sure they're loaded when we're over by that chest. If we just walk over there super quickly, I've got my teleporter up here on the platform. And this should give us a good indication whether it's working. I don't want to do the rest of it until I know this bit is working correctly. Right, okay. So here we are. It's not going to actually do anything. This chest is obviously just nothingness. It's not going to clone anything yet. Right, so when I hold this, it should... Yeppers worked. Okay, so let's just wait for that to disappear a second. And let's just try it again. Yeppers, awesome. And if we make it like redst or something like that. Oh, no, I don't want to sign it. Let's just press done. Let's wait for the yeppers to disappear from the corner, please. Come on. Yes, it doesn't work. Okay, that's good. And also, if we're too far away, redstone, done. It doesn't work until we get, quite close like that. 8 blocks or so. Perfect. Okay, that works nicely. We can move on with the rest of the machine now. So I've changed this command now. We want it to be a clone command, okay? I've left some gaps here because I think we need an extra step in between, but I'm going to get to that in a second. So first off, when we hold a book that says redstone, put out a signal, and basically we want to clone this block to this block, and we want to clone it over to on top of the glowstone over in our base. That's all good. That's great. But when we stop holding the book, when we change the book's name, or like the word inside the book, when we leave the 8 range or whatever, we want it to stop. We don't want that chest to be there anymore. We want it to come back here again. And we've got to be careful because this is now going to be air over here. So we don't want this one to ever trigger again because it will clone air on top of that chest, replacing it completely. So we would lose all our items. I've told you before, I'm warning you, I'm going to completely destroy this world and blow up everything and rage quit one day. It will happen. I guarantee. I am too clumsy to be dealing with these powerful command blocks. Anyway, so I think before that, we want to be able to, before the next one triggers, right, we want to make sure that this one resets itself nicely. So all I'm going to do is add a little redstone torch, not there, here, like this. So it's powered by default, and then we're going to put a command block on top of the redstone torch here that basically clones that chest over there back to this exact position here, okay? So, in fact, I can probably change this around. This has just got all the coordinates in, so that you can see this chest here to this chest, 1 block over, and this is the coordinates of where we want to go. I could probably actually change these first to relative coordinates, so I'll do that in just a second, and then we're going to add a new command block on top here like this, and that one's going to clone the chest from over at our base back to this position. Again, we can use relative coordinates just so that these are slightly easier to copy and paste as we go along the layer, or not copy and paste, but copy and paste the codes inside the command blocks as we go through the different layers there. So let me change them to relatives. And then we should be able to do a little test before we start putting expensive items in here. I think that would be a smart move. Sometimes I think smart things, very occasionally, once a month or so. So yeah, let me do those little bits and we will be ready for our first test. So let's have a quick overview of our commands. I think it's ready to test. This command block here, this has this command in. This is the one that checks if we're holding the book, if we're in the right location, the XYZ and the radius, and then it checks what the what the actual book says. Then we go to this one, which will do the cloning of the chest over to our base. And you can see like I'm using relative coordinates for the chest here, just because it's really close, it's really easy to see, and it'll make copy and pasting easier. And then this one is very similar looking, and this brings the chest back again as well, like I say, using relative coordinates, just to make it so copy and pasting is easier to do for future layers. So what it's going to do is when we're over there, this triggers... It's actually going to turn this torch off. So this is the one that brings it back. It's turning that off now. And after a little bit, it copies the chest over, okay? So then as soon as we let go of this, as soon as we don't make this first command block true anymore, the system will reset. This one will just go off, so nothing will change. But this one will repower because the torch will come back on again, which brings it back nice and quick, okay? Just it takes a tick for the torch to come back on again, so it comes back. If we've switched directly, we need to do this so that if we switch directly to another one, so say we've got a different command block here that's looking for the word food as opposed to redstone. If we was to go in our book, when we enter a book, it actually pauses the game, and when we press done again in the next tick, you know, so this one will go off at the same time as this one will come on again. We need to make sure that we've got the timings sorted out. So we need a longer delay here so that the next one won't copy over to that place until this torch has come back on, bringing the old chest back again. I hope that makes sense. The commands all should be in. We've got some redstone here in our redstone chest, 11 redstone torches. So let's head over. I hear many, many naughties. And I see none of them. So let's head over to our base quickly. In fact, before we get there, let's just get rid of this, get rid of the word in our book. I see zombies going, go away. Leave me. I'm testing out things. Okay, up we go. And... bush. Lovely. Oh, I thought there was an Enderman I saw over there then. Right, okay, so we're holding our book and nothing is happening. But if we type in redstone, I really hope this works. Redstone done. Boom! A chest appears like magic. There are 11 redstone torches inside. And if we let go of the book, the chest disappears. Like, oh, it's gone. Where's it gone? And if we bring it back again... Uh-oh. It doesn't work. It doesn't come back. I think it might have gone to somewhere bad. Hang on. It appears we completely lost that other chest. I've had to place a new one down. It's because in this one here, I used the wrong relative coordinates. I copied them from here. This one is 3 blocks by 3 blocks away, whereas this one is only 1 block by 1 block away. And I used the 3 block by 3 block away one. So I think it teleported it to up here somewhere. But then we tried it again, and we then cloned air over to the base, which then was remembering that, and then we cloned the air back here again, which then overrode this chest that was up there. So it was just all a mess, and we removed a chest from the world which had 11 or something redstone torches in. Great, so I'll just put 1 in there for now. Let's retry that again. Fingers crossed it will work. Let me just skip over super duper quickly to our base. Okay, here we are, and ready. Right, this worked last time getting here. It's just, it went back to the wrong location. So, ready? Boom, chest with our torch in. Lovely, and we get rid of it. That should have gone back to the right location, I hope. And if it has gone back, it can be cloned back here again. Yes, there it is. Lovely. That works beautifully. Ah, I love it. Okay, that's great. Now we can actually work on getting multiple... chests in so that we can search for different kinds of things. So let me try and add 2 or 3 more new ones, and hopefully then that will kind of show the system off even better than that little test did. So assuming everything has gone to plan, this was actually incredibly easy to duplicate. These command blocks are literally all the same, all of them. right? This one, this one, this one, and this one are all the same command because they use the relative ones. And these 4 back here are all the same as well. I do need to set these to full tick just so that the previous chest can come back before the next one goes back over there, if that makes any sense at all. I've also put some empty chests up here. I've set the values. This is our redstone one. I've set the values for these as well. I've got a food one. I've got a rare chest, and I've got a dye chest, which I'm also going to use like my multicolored glass in, seeing as I'm using that quite a lot. In the base as well. Let's get some lighting down here. Whoop, wrong button. Just to make sure nothing bad spawns. But the beauty of it is we never actually have to come down here again. Unless we want to add new bays, we can always just fill them up from our base. We don't even need to fill them up from there. So let's head over, let's grab a few items, and we can actually start sorting out our chests. Here we go, the technically final test this should be. So we know our redstone chest works. Redstone, boom, we've got our redstone torch there, lovely. Let's try our food chest. Disappear and come back, lovely. Let's just put a steak in there for now. Let's get our rare thing chest. Boom, boom, lovely. I'm just going to put some irons in there. 6 iron ingots, I'm feeling brave. And then finally, what was our last one? Dye, that was it. Dye. Gone and back again, and we'll put some dyes and we'll put some other things in there as well. Right, so let's just try calling one of them back at random. So let's go for food, and the food is there safe. Let's go redstone. It's there. Okay, now I want to try and flick off of the book and then go back on again really, really quickly. I'm worried that might break it, actually. Maybe I won't. Okay, let's do it on the... Let's get the food chest back, because that's probably the cheapest thing to lose if it does break, right? Okay, so let's go... Bush. It broke it! Oh, no. Okay, so never do that. That's my rule. If it's broken, just don't do it. You know, your steering wheel, it doesn't work. Just don't steer left and right then. Just go in a straight line. Oh dear. Okay, well the others still work though, right? Let's get our rare chest back. That one's there and it can go again. I guess it just needs a little bit of time for the commands to actually kind of work. Okay, so I'll have to go and put in a new food chest. But then that should be safe. That should be fine. I'm not going to be flicking between stuff too quickly. But if you can think of a way to stop that kind of thing happening where it's like baboosh, like super quick, you know, I scroll off and on it again really, really quickly. That does mess it up. If you can think of a way to stop that from happening, please let me know and I will implement it in a second. And there we go. That is going to do it for today's episode. So I hope you enjoyed. We got quite nice and technically... we did something a little bit different today in the episode, which was always good. Like I say, feel free to comment down there on anything you like at all, whether you just want to say hello, or whether you've got some ideas for the series, or, like I said just a minute ago, whether you actually have some ideas of how to improve this. Please do let me know. It'd be very much appreciated. And of course, if you like the episode, hit the like button as well. That really does help me out a lot, and I'd be grateful, and I will give you a big thumbs up. And, of course, you can subscribe as well if you haven't already, just so that you don't miss episodes in the future either. But anyway, that is it from me. So thank you very much for watching. Prepare for the big, loud, noisy ending bit. Goodbye.